Hello, my Virgo friends, and welcome to your March horoscope reading, friends. Thank you so much for joining me here today and spending time with me. We are going to be asking Spirit, what do you need to know for the month of March? What is going to be the energy that you need to know about? Maybe things that are going to be coming up for you. And then the second part of your reading, we will be focusing on your love life, friends. We will be pulling oracle cards and then ending your reading with a little pin reading. All right, let's get started. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages for my Virgo friends. What's up with March and Virgos? What is going on with March and Virgos? I don't know if there's some kind of sadness that you're coming out of, my Virgos, something that might have been disappointing to you. I've been kind of feeling that energy as I'm shuffling. I have a broken nail that hurts so bad, guys, so my shuffling for these videos is going to be nice and gentle. Didn't realize how much pressure I put on my nails until one of them hurts. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay, we'll see what that's about. Spirit, what do my Virgos need to know about the month of March? We have the Hangman. What do my Virgos need to know? Queen of Wands, I like that. What do my Virgos need to know? Two of Cups in reverse. You're showing up as that Queen of Wands, Virgo. Have the Hermit reverse. You're also there, showing up in that Hermit card. Six of Cups in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse. The Tripping Squirrel in reverse. You're definitely in a time of like, I feel like right now you're like, things aren't really moving forward or nothing's changing, but something is changing, and that's your perspective. I think you're trying to let go of things that you were like literally tripping on. You're like, I was tripping, and maybe there's like a new perspective when it comes to that. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. You're not speaking your truth when it comes to a partnership or a relationship. Could be a friendship or a business partnership. It's an important relationship in your life. There's love between you guys, but there's a disunion right now, and someone isn't clear on it or isn't speaking their truth. We have the Seven of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles. You guys, a very, very interesting energy right there. That's like, I hate to say it, but deceit or lying, not admitting to something long term, like for a long ass time. Yeah. All right. We're going to get to that. Bottom of the deck is the Star reverse, which is telling me that, Virgo, you might be needing to like pay attention to your mental health during this time. If you are feeling like hopeless or overlooked, like, I don't know why I feel like I need to tell you this, but a lot of that is perception. There's something about your perception here that is changing. And I think it's changing for the better. We'll get into it. So let's start with the Six of Wands in reverse, with this Four of Pentacles in reverse. I'm feeling like there's something here that you're feeling you're being overlooked. You're like not getting the attention that you deserve. Maybe you've been through a lot and you're like, where's the recognition in that? Like, when is it my time to shine? When is it my time to feel like good and like I won? I came out on top, you know? But there's also a sense of like needing to be pushed out of your comfort zone, or needing to let something go. There's something here that's been very stable for you. And it's like, it's been very stable for you, but it's also maybe like held you back in a way. I don't know. There's something here when it comes to something that was stable. It was like enough, but you had to get out of your comfort zone. And there's like lack of recognition in that that's coming through. I kind of already talked about this Hangman and the Trip and Squirrel. I literally think that during this time that maybe you feel you're not making the progress, or you're kind of stuck in one place. You're actually kind of not. It's like things that have kind of lined up in that way for a specific reason. And in this reason, I feel like you're going to be processing some things and maybe letting go of things that you realize you're just kind of, they're not helping you. If you've been fixated on something, literally, if you've been tripping on something, it's like kind of shaking that energy off. I see you coming off as very confident. Like, that's the thing. You are very attractive. Like, you're very, very creative during this time. I see you cultivating, uh, I don't know why I want to say cultivating an artistic environment. That's a very technical way of saying it, but there's almost like you're producing things that people like to look at. Um, and the reason I feel that way is because usually when, I look at these cards and I always am like drawn to different parts of them. And in this case, I'm really being drawn to how the hair is like flowing, and I'm feeling so much creative flow. I like looking at it. I think other people will like looking at it. I feel like it's attention. It's like drawing in attention. Very, very beautiful. Visually, maybe you work in like visual arts or you create content or art, like something that other people can admire. Those are the vibes that I'm getting. If not, regardless of what, how your passions come out in the world, they're coming out. Even if you're like not a creative person like that, however you express your passion to the world and the outside, that's like how you're viewed. It's like people like look up to you. They look to you. You're like working at something. I see like you're working at something. There's an acknowledgement of like everything you've gone through, and it's like emotionally and spiritually it's been very draining, and there's something that you want to give up on. You're like over it. You're tired of maybe fighting for it, or you're tired of being in the same cycle. It possibly has to do with this friendship or relationship, partnership, whatever this is. It feels like there's a disunion here, and you're lack of clarity and not speaking your truth, maybe not even communicating in the situation, is being highlighted here. With this Hermit energy, this is Virgo energy. It is in reverse. So I feel like you're like wanting to come. It's like maybe you have gained this new perspective. Like this is energy that follows, and it feels like maybe you're viewing something differently, and now you feel like you're ready to look at your future and decide how you want to proceed. What projects are you going to put the most focus to, and what does that mean for the others? What does it mean for the things you have to possibly leave behind or not give as much attention and energy to, so that you can work towards your future? There's something really like forward thinking here. Um, it's more than forward thinking. It's like visualizing, like picturing, manifesting is kind of the vibes that I'm getting. With the Six of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Swords with this Ten of Pentacles, like I said earlier, it almost feels like um, you haven't, so you either haven't trusted something that's been very long term for what, there just feels like there's something here that you haven't like, that you haven't fully been like, I don't, almost, I don't want to say it's like truthful about. Like maybe it's you've been fantasizing or thinking back to the way things used to be, and you're not seeing the truth now of a long-term situation. This could be your family, your home, a long-term job that you've had, something that's like 10 years plus. But it feels like it's tied into the memories of how something used to be. Um, but it's not in a good way. It's not stirring up memories in a good way. It's in a, maybe there hasn't been a truth revealed about how something from your childhood really impacted you and how it's affected your long-term foundation here. So something to that regard, my Virgos. All right. I'm seeing a lot of you energy besides this partnership. I'm not picking up anyone else's energy. This feels like it's all yours. Okay. Let's um let's ask for advice. Almost got lost in a trance on that one. I'd be doing that sometimes. Before I started your reading, I threw the dice. Well, I like shake them up and toss them gently because they are pink calcite. But I just noticed it is the number seven, and then you did have that seven of swords. Maybe seven is an important number here. But seven is about reevaluating where our investment has been going, how we're showing up for that investment, deciding what needs more of our attention. So it could be, it's like a point of reassessment, and it's also requiring authenticity because in order for us to like be truthful in that reassessment, it's going to require authenticity on our part. And that could mean, that doesn't mean you're lying to other people. That could literally mean like admitting something to yourself, perhaps. Or maybe you haven't let it be known how you've been feeling in a situation for a long time. Something like that. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What advice do my Virgos need to hear? Maybe you've been a little avoidant. We have the Four of Cups, which does feel like avoidant. We have this Hermit reverse again. So that new perspective or also like going within, not listening to other people. If you're confused, there's there's actually like fantasizing going on. There's very interesting. That's the second time I've gotten it. Maybe daydreaming too, my Virgos. There's that Two of Cups. It's upright this time with putting in work, wanting to work towards something. Someone's emotionally withdrawn or disconnected, like emotionally here. Why this Four of Cups, Spirit? Page of Pentacles. Ignoring a friend or an opportunity. Could be a younger earth sign. If that's not you, we have repeating a pattern of some sort. Or like not being able to break out of a cycle or a pattern. I don't know if you're gaining a new perspective on it or if... Yeah, okay, so you may not have. There's a need here to rest and a need here to take a time out from the situation. And I'm not sure you have. And that's keeping you from being able to gain clarity, be able to break out of it. It's also keeping you in an avoidant energy, meaning you don't really want to deal with it. Like this isn't something you want to deal with right now. But because of that, because it's like not... It's interesting because it's like something you're avoiding, something you're trying to ignore when it comes to this Page of Pentacles. It could have been an opportunity, a job, something to grow or work at something with someone. It could have even been a friendship, a relationship, something very new, getting to know someone. Those are like the vibes that I'm picking up on, but there's a sense of like not wanting to deal with it, like I'm over it. But in doing so, you're kind of like repeating a cycle because there hasn't really been healing or like maybe it's like triggering you in a way that's like, hey, this is one of your red flags. This is something we need to look at. This is something that is going to keep coming up for you perhaps in these types of situations because it hasn't been purged perhaps. I just feel like there's a repeating of a cycle and it's keeping you kind of, if you're getting clarity, like that's really good. If you were confused and you had lots of options and now you're getting clarity, like some of you might, but there's others that might be fantasizing. I'm kind of sensing that because of that Six of Cups in reverse that we saw earlier as well, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. It feels very heady, very, very daydreamy, or just it's not helping you move forward at this point. It's escapism is what I'm feeling, and I think deep down you know that. There's something here. There's like a spiritual awakening that is here. I do see you like working, like you're working towards something. You decide what you want to put work into, but you're like not resting. You're like, I don't know if you're putting focus into work to get away from this, because these are two fours as well. Um, yeah, it could be you're using work to get your mind off of it, perhaps. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse under that Two of Cups. So Two of Cups, I feel like you want partnership here, but there's something here that is kind of a turnoff, or there's something here that someone doesn't want anymore, or there's an aspect, and then I see the Ace of Cups in reverse as I'm talking about that. There's a blockage in this connection when it comes to emotions and when it comes to passion. Probably emotionally and sexually, things have come to could have come to a pause, a stop. Why this King of Cups in reverse? Someone's gotten emotionally cold. Someone isn't showing their emotions in the situation. I feel like this could be you, my Virgos. You're emotionally withdrawn, perhaps, but there's like deceit behind it. There's like your why isn't being expressed, perhaps, but you're also choosing not to leave the situation. You're not walking away, even though you know it's not fulfilling you. So this is a karmic situation that you guys are dealing with, my friends. There's something here that was triggered from your past, your childhood, maybe your, oh, Virgo, this is coming in so strong for you. I normally don't channel like this, but what I'm feeling is there's something triggered here from an early relationship in your life. So when you were a teenager, or whatever, like when you were younger, like whatever relationship you had, um, those feelings of that, there's something from your current situation that you're dealing with that is tied to that. What I'm thinking is it's something that maybe you never realized needed to be healed, or there's something there about the past that is kind of coming back in a cycle. There's healing that is needed to be done here to break out of it, but it hasn't happened. There's something here, maybe like you haven't realized, or you've been like avoidant to it, but it's almost like when it hurts, it's like that's the part that needs like attention. It sounds cheesy, but it's like where it hurts, that's where it needs medical attention. It's kind of like the same thing, but there's something really karmic and toxic, and it's keeping you feeling restricted and chained to a situation. In this case, I feel like it has to do with love or sex within your relationships, within your romantic relationships, perhaps. If it's not that for you, then it has something to do with with the energy that makes you feel tied to certain situations, like why you accept certain things or like repeat certain patterns. It like has a hold on you. You can break away from it, but it's obviously hard because it's bigger than just this time around. I feel like this has been kind of repetitive. So take it as it resonates. I do feel I got stumped a little bit when I started to talk about, besides a relationship, what it could apply to, because I feel like the strongest energy here does have to do with the the types of relationships that are in your life, is particularly the partners that you take on, and possibly I don't know, repeated patterns. Maybe the patterns haven't been close enough. Like maybe this happened 10, 15 years ago, and then there's something that's happening now that's kind of, I don't know, guys, that's kind of connected. I'm going to drop that. All right, my Virgos. Let's put that guy away. Two of Cups and the Devil. Very, very strong tie there. Let's check your love life, even though I have a feeling that for a lot of you, that is definitely love related. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What about my Virgo's love life? Oh, my nail. What do my Virgos need to know about their love life in the month of March? I just saw the Wheel of Fortune again, and I saw the Four of Cups again. So we'll see if they come through. What do my Virgos need to know about their love life, Spirit? What do my Virgos need to know about their love life in the month of March? We have Emperor, someone taking charge. Oh my God, you guys. That Seven of Swords. There's someone's faking the funk here, okay? Masculine energy showing up. Someone's faking the funk. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So a masculine and a feminine energy. Knight of Cups. Okay. There's sweet cards, but why is there deceit? There's someone else showing up. There's a King of Swords. So we have Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sagittarius showing up. Why the Seven of Swords, Spirit? Could be any sign, but maybe that means something to you. Someone here isn't being truthful about the end of something. Like someone's graduating up, leveling up. There's something here that's coming to an end so that a new chapter can begin. And someone isn't being truthful when it comes to that. Why the Knight of Cups, Spirit? Strength. Someone's holding back feelings. Someone's afraid of their feelings. This King of Swords. Why the Temperance? So balance, interesting. Bringing balance to a situation when it comes to how much someone is giving and taking. Like I said, it feels like someone isn't being truthful about this ending of a chapter. Let's pull one more for that Seven of Swords. I don't think they're feeling very confident about it, even though there's something here that isn't consistent. There isn't really like drive behind it, but there's like an ending / new beginning that's here. With this Emperor card, someone here is taking control and taking action, wanting to move forward. When it comes to love in your life, my Virgos, I feel like that might be you. That might be you wanting to move forward. Maybe you're hot and cold, undecided over how to go about it. And that's the part that you're not maybe being fully honest about. But I see you wanting to take charge, move ahead, move forward. You're feeling very empowered right now. There's the Queen of Pentacles energy here. Very healing. I'm sensing very healing. Someone that can take care of the home, take care of things, nurture people, plants a garden and it grows. There's something, this person's feeling very hopeful. I'm not necessarily sure how many people are showing up here. There's at least 2. I'm kind of sensing this might be the same energy where someone is coming into balance with their masculine and their feminine. Only take it as it resonates. There's someone here who really wants to take charge and be assertive. And then there's another healing energy to it. It's also like boss lady vibes. I'm getting someone here is ready to take charge, ready to grow. Very hopeful, feeling very hopeful about it. There are some romantic feelings being held back for some reason. There's maybe fear of reciprocation. You're conflicted over your feelings when it comes to someone. It might be this King of Swords, someone who's very outspoken with their communication, very clear, has good ideas, very like mentally stable. They get you out of your comfort zone, or maybe you feel there's something here about if this person's very rigid, you like want them to break out of being rigid. Something about letting loose a little bit. This person seems to look how they're sitting straight up, like holding the sword, like I can't mess up. And there's something about wanting to like loosen up a little bit. Wanting to move away if there was ever conflict or things that were said, wanting to smooth over the situation, but still kind of holding back because you're not really sure how they're feeling, perhaps. You're trying to bring balance to the situation by, you're like extending an olive branch. Yeah, I see you like persevering is what it feels like when it comes to this person. There's like stuff that's unknown, which I think is part of you're trying to extend the olive branch because you're holding back. Because like I said, I feel like there's a feeling here that you're not sure how this person feels about it. And I am seeing that there is like, if you do this, it's going to be like a shot in the dark, or it's going to be like you're taking the plunge, you're going for it. Even if you do fear that this doesn't, I don't know, that this King of Swords, yeah, I think you're just, like I said, it's extending an olive branch. Ugh, only you'll know, Virgo. I go, all right, my friends, let's ask for advice when it comes to your love life. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. Wonder how many people that was that showed up. Was that just you and someone else? Or you and two someone else's? All right. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What advice do my Virgo friends need for their highest good? What advice do my Virgos need to hear for their highest good, Spirit? The month of March when it comes to their love life. What do they need to hear? What advice do they need to hear? All right, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. We have the Empress. I love that she's upright. That's you. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Lovers reverse. So a lot of inaction. There's someone here who is sitting within a comfort zone, and that's keeping them from being able to move forward. There's a disunion right now. Those Two of Cups that we saw earlier, it could be definitely a relationship. Either that or someone here needs to make a big decision between two things, two people, two things, and they're not feeling aligned to do so. This Empress is very beautiful. I feel like she's focusing on herself, on her abundance, on her craft, on her whatever it is she's getting ready to give birth to. I'm sensing a new life is coming in with this Empress, but there's a lack of movement forward right now, a lack of a plan when it comes to this decision or this disunion. There's something here that used to be a wish that's now become kind of like the thing that keeps you like, I know what to expect here. Lots of memories. There's like past life connection coming through, or just memories from like good times. There's a lot of like possibly even like missing. What advice for my Virgos? I feel like so part of the comfort zone is it's keeping you trapped. There's something here that you're afraid to break out of it. This Empress is ready to, I was just going to say, is ready to proceed, is ready to move forward. The reason I was going to say that, I didn't pull it. I did see the Wheel of Fortune upright, and it's like she's ready. She's ready to line up with her destiny. She's ready to move forward. Why this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit? So you're not moving forward right now because you're just laying low. Maybe you're introspecting because you're trying to figure out how to proceed. If you're not doing that, you're being encouraged to take a time out. You don't feel seen in a certain partnership, or you don't feel like recognized or like winning in the situation when it comes to this partnership, or if it's a decision you need to make. Maybe you feel like it's not time yet, or yeah. There is something very restrictive about this childhood energy that keeps coming through. There's something kind of toxic that's holding you back. It's restrictive. There's something from the past that's trying to keep you chained to it. And there's going to be a point in time where you realize that that is the past, and maybe your future doesn't look like that anymore. There's something here encouraging you to unchain yourself from this energy that has a hold on you, my Virgos. I feel like it's delayed your growth in the past. It could do with people that you're friends with. It could even do with someone you grew up with, went to school with, or depending how old you are, someone that's been in your life for like over a decade, that you now have these like, oh my God, remember back when. It's like something like that, but it's like restrictive for you now. You're too abundant to be tied down to memories of the past that don't they don't do anything for your present or your future. It's like good to think of the good times, but don't let those old past times rule your future, is kind of what I'm getting from that, my Virgos. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What other messages do we have for my Virgos? Let's see what the Oracle cards have to say, my friends. That wants to come out. Trust it will manifest. We also have cut through to find clarity. And that did say by all means, yes. And then it's on its way to you. So very positive affirmations here. There is something that you need to cut through in order to find clarity. Think about a timeout. a timeout to yourself. All right, let's close this out with your chin, your chin, with your pin reading. You guys, when I picked up the bowl, I almost like internally freaked out because my nail. I really need to do something about it, but I wanted to finish filming these before I did anything. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What do my Virgos need to know? What do my Virgos need to know in the month of March? So let's see what we got here. This could be about a relationship. A kiss can be even deadlier. Something from the past, you guys. Batman and Catwoman, so alluring, so seducing, but at the end of the day, they were too different. We have Miss Argentina. I always think if I knew then what I knew now, I wouldn't have had my little accident. That's what I feel like. You're stuck looking back. You're stuck thinking of the past, my friends. If that is you, let's just think about that and be aware. Bring awareness to that. We have La Mami pin, something about childhood, mother, nurturing. There's something very loving and healing here that's coming through. Maybe that's how you show up in these relationships. And that's part of the karmic cycle you're repeating. Maybe you tend to mother or something of that sort. That's also very earth energy coming through, which that's you. We have La Brea. Maybe there's an LA connection or initials here, LB. We have Nasty. Take it as it resonates. Someone here could have been nasty. Is that what you're lying about? Is that what you're being deceitful about? We have the Fool. So a new start is coming. I do see an ending to something, so a new chapter can begin. That's kind of confirming that for us, friends. We have the Hopeful Birdie. Remain hopeful in your situation. I think you are. You did get that star card. We have the Raccoon Party pin. This has been coming out for almost everyone. A reminder to have a good time. Party like that raccoon. Then we have Real Eyes, Real Eyes, Real Eyes. You seeing through illusions. You taking the leap into the dark and finding out, fucking around and finding out as you go, as they say. All right, my friends, my Virgo friends, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.